Welcome back to us here in the newsroom. Now, a French court has handed down a 6-month suspended sentence to Cardinal Philippe Barbarin. The 68-year-old Archbishop of Lyon was convicted of covering up the sexual abuse of minors by one of his priests. The verdict comes just 1 week after the Vatican held a summit aimed at tackling sexual abuse within the Catholic Church. Barbarin is the highest-profile Roman Catholic cleric to be linked to that paedophile scandal. And to get the latest on this, we're going to go straight to Valérie Goria, who's outside that courtroom here in Lyon. Morning to you, Valérie, again. So when it was handed down, that 6-month suspended jail sentence for Barbarin, was it a surprise or was it expected for those listening?
Well, it was quite a surprise for most of those listening and most of the plaintiffs, aside from a couple of them. They did expect symbolic sentence, and most of them got 1 symbolic franc of penalty from the accused. We'll get that. But the 6-month suspended sentence is quite historical in France. 2 French bishops had been convicted previously for the same reasons, but their sentences were shorter. They were around 3 months, And so, yes, this came as a surprise, as a very good surprise. There was a lot of emotion in the courtroom and at the exit of the audience. There were tears. There were, tears of joy, obviously shared by the plaintiffs and their families, and a lot of disappointment from the defense lawyers who, as they have told us, will appeal.
But Barbarin is unlikely to actually serve any jail time behind bars, and he's also said to be appealing the sentence. So could those hopes be potentially misfounded?
Well, I've asked that to the plaintiffs' lawyers, and they say that to them the appeal is not that relevant. There will be more legal procedures. It could reverse today's verdict, but they say there are many legal elements which might, on the contrary, make that appeal a risk, and in terms of a confirmation of today's verdict. So it's not sure yet that it would reverse the decision. The plaintiffs themselves have told me that even if there is an appeal, they actually don't really bother that much, that their point has been made, their voices have been heard and will be heard. They told me that their fight, which has started 3 years ago when they launched and they created the association La Parole Libérée, would continue and would echo not only in France but throughout the world, as it has already.
Well, it's interesting you talk there about echoing. What message does this send from a courtroom to the Catholic Church more widely about whether these sexual abuse cases, scandals, will be tolerated?
Well, the main message that the lawyers and the plaintiffs have been wanting to send out to the world and to the Roman Catholic Church in its whole is that, justice is for all. There can be no impunity for the Church or for anyone else. And that is really the strongest message that they were trying to express today and at the trial in January. And indeed, this trial, this case, has had some repercussion on what is going on at the Vatican. After all, last week, as you reminded us, there was an extraordinary summit in Rome organized by the Vatican on sexual abuse cases in the Church. And though the Pope Francis did not call for a zero-tolerance canon law, it did stir a lot of people, and nearly 200 bishops from across the world were there to hear the testimonies of victims, and that will have some incidents, no doubt, according to top members of the clergy.
Valérie, thank you very much. Valérie Goria there at the courtroom in Lyon.